Hello and welcome to this course on MATLAB programming for numerical computations. Over the last couple of weeks, several of you have been asking questions about the final exam. So in this video, I am going to discuss the exam pattern for the final exam. Okay, the final exam is going to be an in-person exam, which means you have to go to the examination center and give the exam. It's a computer-based test, which means you will be going onto a computer and answering the questions on a computer. Third, you will not have access to MATLAB. Okay, so problems of the nature of programming in MATLAB and all that will not be asked in the exam. Instead, the exam is going to test you on the concepts that you have learned in the last 9 weeks of this course. Okay, this particular exam is going to cover all the material that we have covered between week 1 to week 9. Everything that we have covered between week 1 to week 9 is something that you can expect on this exam. Okay. However, I would still recommend you to sincerely do week 10, 11 and 12 because these are actually more fun concepts which you can apply them in future, irrespective of whether you go to an industry, you are in an industry, you are going in an R&D organization, or you are a student who is using MATLAB. In all these cases, the things that we are going to cover in week number 10, 11 and 12 is going to be very useful. Moreover, the experience that you will gain in week 10, 11 and 12 will be very useful for you to answer the questions in the exam as well. Okay. So, what are the type of questions that you can expect in the exam? Okay. The first type of questions will be multiple choice questions. Multiple choice question means there is a question and there are multiple choices that are given. You have to mark only one correct answer. Okay. There are no negative markings, so feel free to guess an answer if you do not know the answer to that question. Okay. For example, the question might be, which of the following is true for the central difference formula? It yields an exact solution without an error. That is not correct. Error is in the solution depends on f and not on step size. That is also wrong. It is usually more accurate than forward difference formula. That is correct. It is usually less accurate than forward difference formula. That is wrong. So, the correct answer is C. So, you just go ahead and mark C. If you have marked C, you will get full marks for this problem. The next type of questions is multiple select questions, also known as multiple choice with more than one correct answers. Okay. So, in these questions there will be one or more than one correct answers. You have to mark the correct answers without marking any of the wrong answers to get credit. Okay. The third type of questions is match the following. We will probably ask 5 questions on the left hand side and there might be 8 to 10 options to select on the right hand side. On the right hand side, you will get MATLAB commands that you can use. On the left hand side, you will get basically the application corresponding to the MATLAB command. For example, solving linear equation, you can use the inverse command in order to solve the linear equation, and therefore your answer for question number 3 is going to be C. Okay. Next, you will have numerical type of questions. Numerical type of questions will be based on the MATLAB commands. So, if this is the MATLAB command, what do you expect? The next type of question is going to be write a MATLAB code which is a single line MATLAB code. Okay. And for example, the answer to this question, you can read the question. I will also upload the PDF. The answer to that question is fact val equal to prod 1 to n. Okay. It needs to be a single line answer as a MATLAB code, which we will verify whether the MATLAB code is reasonably correct or not. And the last type of questions are going to be spot the errors. The same example I have given over here and here. The error is in the second line and the error is because this should be element by element powering. Okay, and element by element powering, because of that the error is in line number 2. So, the answer for this question is 2. The error is error in using the power and therefore, the answer to this 8th question is C. Okay. So, spot the error type of questions, you will either be asked to mark the line number where the error is there, or you will be asked to mark what type of error do you expect MATLAB to throw. Okay. With that, I come to the end of this video. Hopefully, you now have an idea of what to expect in the exam. Okay. I wish you All the very best for the remaining 3 weeks of this course as well as for your final exam. Thanks and bye.